The 2023 Apertura Tournament is the 121st edition of the Costa Rican Soccer First Division League Championship, kicking off the 2023-24 season. As a novelty, Municipal Liberia returns after 5 years, after achieving the title of the Promotion League for the 2022-2023 season. 1-2. The dedication of this tournament will be the former soccer player Alfonso Magus Brenes. He debuted in the First Division in 1973, he played in national football with Cartagena and Deportivo Saprissa, he was national champion with the Purples in 1982. He also played 6 games without scoring goals with the Costa Rica national team, between 1975 and 1976. Competition. The Pramerica League tournament is made up of 2 parts. Qualification phase. It is made up of the 22 days of the tournament. Final phase, it is made up of the semi-final and final matches. Grand final, it is made up of the final matches. Qualification. The points system will be observed in the qualifying phase. Location in the general table is subject to the following. 3 points will be obtained for each game won. 1 point will be awarded for a tied game. No points are awarded for a lost game. In this phase, the 12 clubs of the Pramerica League participate, playing in each tournament all against all during the 22 respective days, on a reciprocal visit. The order of the clubs at the end of the qualification phase of the tournament will correspond to the sum of the points obtained by each of them and will be presented in descending order. If at the end of the 22 days of the tournament, 2 or more clubs are tied on points, their position in the general table will be determined based on the following tie-breaking criteria. Greater overall positive goal difference. This result is obtained by adding the goals scored against all rivals, in each championship, minus the goals received from them. Greater number of goals in favor, scored against all rivals within the same competition. Best particular score they have achieved in particular confrontations between themselves. Greater particular positive goal difference, which is obtained by adding the goals of the tied teams and subtracting the goals received. Greater number of goals in favor that they have achieved in confrontations between themselves. As a last alternative, UNIFAD would hold a draw to break the tie. Phase. The 4 clubs qualified for this phase of the tournament will be relocated according to the place they occupy in the general table at the end of matchday 22. With the number 1 position going to the best classified club, and so on up to number 4. The matches in this phase will take place on the road, in the following stages. Semi-finals. Final. The winning clubs in the semi-final matches will be those that score the greatest number of goals in both games. If there is a tie in the number of goals scored, the position will be defined in favor of the club with the greatest number of goals scored when acting as a visitor. If the scores remain tied, there will be 30 minutes of extra time in which the visiting goal rule will no longer apply. The teams will have the right to an additional substitution, and if there is another tie, the shots from the penalty spot will define the winner. The semi-final matches will be played as follows. First versus fourth, second versus third. The 2 winning clubs from the semi-finals will participate in the final, where the team that closes the series will be the one that has achieved the best position in the table. The winner ensures a place in the grand final if it is a team other than the one that finished as leader of the regular phase. Grand. The club that has passed both series, including the team that was the leader of the general phase, will compete for the title in a grand final. This last stage can be avoided if the leading team in the general phase was the winner of the final, becoming champion automatically. For the grand final, the away goal rule would no longer